Hey everyone, finish watching the next episode of Beetleborgs. It's a bad world. Noxic has a dream where he's a giant machine who defeats the Beetleborgs. This gives Vexor an idea. He summons an evil potion that will turn the Beetleborgs evil. Vexor disguises the potion as Fountain Don't soda. The Magnivores spy on Joe, who's at an outside diner. She buys a soda, and Typhus sends out bees from that weird mouth on top of his head to distract everyone. Why was he holding bees in his head? Jara switches Joe's soda with the evil potion. Joe drinks, pretends to sip the potion. She collapses and arises as a monster. She trashes the diner, then returns to normal. She has no memory of what happened. She takes a pizza she ordered to Zoom Comics. When she gets there, the box is empty, and she doesn't know what happened. She goes into the bathroom and transforms once again. She runs out and once again trashes everything she can get a hold of. Roland's father and Nano can't even stop her. Drew and Roland attempt to take her to Hillhurst to see Flabber, but she runs out and twists a metal bar around the door. Luckily, there's a back exit. The Magnivores give Evil Joe potions to give to the other Beetleborgs. At Hillhurst, the kids tell Flabber what's going on. Joe goes in with the potions, but spills them while chasing around the confused and terrified monsters. She turns back to normal just as the spilled potion turns Ghoulam evil. He stomps outside. Flabber tries to develop an antidote. The Magnivores find Ghoulam growing giant. Noxic remembers in his dream he was attached to a machine and decides to try that with Ghoulam. He takes his head off and attaches it to Ghoulam, controlling him. He marches up to Hillhurst. Joe changes back to Evil Joe, but Drew wraps her in a rug to keep her from running away again. They go out and hold off the evil Ghoulam. Inside, Flabber tries out the antidotes on Joe, and eventually they turn Joe back to normal. Flabber gives her the antidote to spray on Ghoulam. It works, and he shrinks back to normal. The kids prop him back up in his usual corner. Flabber then shows the kids a big pot of soup he's cooking for the monsters. This episode is pretty silly, definitely a fun episode for Joe. Her turning evil with a potion is inspired by Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Many early Beetleborgs episodes revolve around reimagining classic Universal monster movies. Joe's evil look is inspired by John Barrymore and Frederick March's Hydes. The Bee-Fighter footage is used creatively, appearing in a dream Noxic has, and even incorporating Ghoulam. As a big fan of Ghoulam, I really appreciate this episode. It's so clever that Beetleborgs took this one-off monster and made him a semi-regular. He too was intended to call back to a classic movie monster, in his case, the Golem. When Joe transforms in Zoom Comics, we get another Teen Wolf homage. Someone behind the scenes must have really liked that movie. The Hillhurst monsters are all pretty funny this time around, especially when they're trying to run away from Evil Joe. The Magnivores are all as fun as ever, and share plenty of banter. Everything about Beetleborgs just works so well. I think it may be the most consistent in quality of all of Saban's shows. I can definitely see why Beetleborgs for a while was surpassing Power Rangers in popularity. Power Rangers Zeo was like a new beginning, but unfortunately often it felt more regressive, feeling more like early Season 1 Mighty Morphin than what the show had evolved into by Season 3. Zeo felt very been there, done that. Beetleborgs was such a fresh and original show, and feels like all the effort was focused here over Power Rangers. Beetleborgs also takes what had been learned from VR Troopers and Masked Rider, avoiding the mistakes those shows made while also being original. I'm extremely excited to dig into more of Beetleborgs. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Yuck, it's blue! I hate blue!
Okay, now it's pink.
Too much pink energy is dangerous.